Hello everybody and welcome to my speedrun of BBQ Quest. This is the completionist route of BBQ Quest, beaten in 14 minutes and 55 seconds. As you can see in the beginning of this game, you run a lot, you go really fast, and of course you do that because it's a speedrun. So if you're new to speedrunning BBQ Quest, I recommend that you maybe see this video, as I will be try to explaining some of the tricks and intricacies of the game, what strats I use and all, but maybe I should explain what's actually happening right now. So what I'm doing here is I'm going down the sewer maze, down into the sewers in order to get the telecard and to get to her town. And I'm abusing the walls here, and I get the telecard. So I get an encounter here which is bad, but I move on and I get out. So I'm looking at a really good Herbert split right now. I got really lucky with the encounters at the beginning, and I miss. So that is bad, but this is still going to be a pretty good split, and I am already a bit nervous here. I am plus 1.8, and that might be bad, but for my splits on the left, but on the right, I am actually ahead, and that is because the splits on the right are they are my previous route, and the splits on the left are the new route that I'm testing out. So now I use a glitch to get a lot of money and buy some guns, because we need them later in the game. And we of course also buy some running shoes, so we can run really fast. Okay. So if you remember at the beginning of the game, a guy told us for like 10 frames or so that we should get some Coca-Cola. So now we got it, and here we use the telecard to get back to the beginning. So this is where this is the part of the run that is most reliant on RNG, random number generation. I have tried, but to no avail, to manipulate this RNG, because it would be a lot of help and make our runs a lot more consistent, but I have not found a way yet. And as you can see, I get really unlucky with the encounters, and I get 2 encounters, so I'm already going over my normal Matthias split. But I get there with no other encounters, and I get him. So this is where we equipped our guns, and I do it moderately quickly. Can be done faster, but I do it. And now this is where the route differs from any percent. Well, it has actually already differed a lot, but we go fight Otto, because this is a completionist run. We need to beat all of the bosses and beat all the side quests. So I use a strat where some of the animations of the attacks are faster, sorry. So I use those attacks to kill him, and I get a really good split, because normally I actually get an encounter on the way to Otto. I know that sounds stupid, but it almost always happens, but I didn't that time, so that's a gold. So we got the Kool-Aid card from defeating him, and we just deliver Kool-Aid now, because who doesn't like Kool-Aid, you know? So we get that, and we run. So I mess a little bit up on the movement, because I am very scared right now, because look at that time. I can't exactly see it on my screen, but I believe that says -20, and I only need -5 in order to beat my own record. So the only thing, well, there are a lot of things that can stop me right now, but right now I'm just worried about this cave, because I always get an encounter. And I'm almost out, and I get one. And that's bad. But I believe my average number of encounters in there is about 1.9. So it could have gone a lot worse. Anyway, we get that, and I did not split correctly in my PB, so we can't really see how fast we are. But according to my slow route, as I like to call it, we are actually ahead. So this is looking pretty good. So now we talk to our party manager, deliver the Coca-Cola finally. After all that messing around with all the side quests and stuff. And we go to the Slayer concert. Because we are still procrastinating. We don't want to go to the ship, and we don't want to get that barbecue for him. We're just gonna do whatever we please. So we go to the Slayer concert. Mostly for the XP actually, but doesn't matter. So we headbang that and go down here. And that's beautiful. So now I am looking at Arena 1 split, and that's a good split to see how well I'm doing, because no matter, as you can see, the time is the same for both left and right splits. 8:57, and the reason for this is, it might seem that the other route is just as fast, but in actually I was supposed to rest before this, and I did not. So there is a chance actually that I die here, and there is also a chance that, well, it loses time. That's just, that's a mistake I made. So remember, kids, rest up before you do this, because you need to rest up anyway, or you'll die. I have tested it. It's just faster to rest, because then Metal Matthias, he can use Iron Sight, and it's just a lot faster. When we get to this guy now, I can't pronounce his name, Colisionador. That was actually okay pronounced. Wow. Anyway, but this guy, I would one-shot him with Metal Matthias if I had rested, but instead it's a 2-shot, and I get a really good split. So I'm a minute ahead, but I have not rested yet, so that is about to go down a little bit. So we go up and rest for Chufu. This is actually an old strat I used. I used to rest up after Arena 1, but I tested and it was definitely faster to do it the other way. So now we go to the Chufu area, one of my favorite areas in the game actually. I like the characters a lot, they're pretty nice. But you'll see what I'm talking about right now when we get here. Just some movement there, not really that hard. But yeah, that sensei, he's just so nice. I'm skipping through his dialogue a lot, but just try and see what he says. It's just, this game is good. You should play it. I have a download link in the description, and I also have a link to the speedrun page if you would like to speedrun it, because as of right now I hold the number 1 spot. As of recording this, I hold the number 1 spot in each category, and none of the categories are really that optimized. So if you are an aspiring speedrunner, just start here. It's not gonna be hard to beat. Anyway, we get to the Master Chufu, and this is where Iron Sight shows its power. Look at this, 2400. And the reason I got Kurt to use Kick to the Deck was because it has a faster animation. Makes sense. That's also a thing you can abuse, just the animation times. Um, anyway, now we go to Sergeant Octavius, probably the fastest split in this. Just do that. Iron sight and a shotgun to the face. And you should be dead. If you don't miss, that is. So here we get the laser rifle, and as you may remember, we got the Thompson from the arena. Here we equip them at once because that saves time. You only have to open the menu once, and the Thompson doesn't really do much, but it will do a lot for us in the future when we get to the king crab. So now, that's some more movement mistakes, by the way. So now I'm very nervous because I still have a really good time. And I faced through that guy, but I remember that I actually need to give the kidney stone to this guy. This weird guy. And I keep on not remembering it, forgetting it, and all that. But I'm actually a bit nervous because I don't know how much time that loses, but it's probably a lot. So even though I've gotten good RNG up to this point and my movement was okay, that one mistake it's scaring me. And as you see, I'm making some movement mistakes now, and there will be more in the future. Those are because I'm really nervous, because I really want to get this record. I mean, I just really want to get sub 15. That's all I wanted to do. And my sum of bests is like 13 something, so I should be able to do it. Anyway, we killed this guy, same strategy as before, except this time you one-shot him because you have the laser rifle equipped, and that's fast, but I still lose a lot of time. Half a minute ahead, and there's the movement mistake. Don't do that. Take notes. Take notes. Anyway, I guess I should talk a little bit about who created this game while we are just walking here. This game is created by Vinesauce Joel, a popular Swedish streamer. I don't really know that much about him. I have watched some of his videos, but mainly the guy who introduced me to this game was Garrett P375, and I would suggest you check out his speedruns of this game also. He runs any percent and any percent with walk-through walls, and he held the record before I decided to snatch it away from him. Anyway, that's some more movement mistakes, but yeah, check out Vinesauce Joel and Garrett. Those are my suggestions for you. Both are good, and Vinesauce definitely deserves some credit for creating this game, because it's really weird and it's also fun. Anyway, we killed that crab. Mandatory crab fight. You can't skip it. Well, you can, but that would be against the category. That's in any percent with walk-through walls abuse. We abuse a lot of stuff. And here, I get an encounter on the way to the computer, and I've never had that happen. So I'm a bit nervous because while I am a half minute ahead, a lot of encounters here might mean the end of me. So I get another one, and I'm just like, no more encounters. But I get one. So now I'm not a little bit nervous. Now I'm a lot nervous, and now I got even more nervous because that's 1, 2, 3, 4 encounters on the way to the king crab, and that's insanely bad. Anyway, now I'm going as fast as I can, because if I don't get this split, if this split isn't good, I'm done. And this has been a really good run up until now, and if I blunder it at the end due to RNG and stuff, I would be really not happy. Anyway, I used some strats there, and I get it. Minus 7.5. So now I only need to not get an encounter on the way from here to here, and I didn't get one. So that's basically it, except we're not done. We have one fight left, and I was worried about him iron sight missing, as it has done that before, and I have lost some runs to that before. So I'm a bit worried here, but I do it and I don't miss. So that's a pretty safe sub 15. 14:55. Brat Jobat once again. That has been it for today for me. I will probably take a break from running this game until someone beats my records. Anyway, see you all next time.